Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Imagine going 14-2 and still being away in the
nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Yes,
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
And
that'll bring up
Judy, bro.
4th down.
That's tough.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. And that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football, they're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's going to be a TD.
They'll run on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
What you doing on there?
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Madison running on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now Prescott. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
I think he's surprised.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll have a first down past the 40.
Bro, he better have 97 speed catching him from the other side of the fucking field, bro.
69 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first for the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
What the fuck I just did? So I got other people to play with.
Here's Prescott. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's a first down throw that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Prescott. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
23 yards on the play. Prescott now 8 of 8 throwing the football in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
What you mean, USC still?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, this is Madison. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison taking it in. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, King. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking. Maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. McFarland. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Back to throw. King. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. King now on first and 10. Dancing to his, and the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, McFarland. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 66 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd and long for Prescott. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
They should have made from the fucking
and that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Took the polar bear out and put the kangaroo in this spot.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw is King. To throw on second down. Looking long for Thomas. He's got a man. Complete. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 84 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Like, what the fuck? Fuck off me, sissy. I'm gonna beat that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Yeah.
Prescott to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
What?
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. The last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
He's too slow.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas is too fucking slow for niggas.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
I did my race.
The Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be able to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, I'm going to beat y'all now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So you've been playing this shit all day, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because my shit resets every time. So why my shit always reset?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
How I'm done.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is...
And that's caught.
Yeah, but my shit always reset. That's what I was saying.
Well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, 45. Hey, pick your game up. Here go 46. Here go 26.
To the air again, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Prescott looks to throw on first. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the end play of the drive. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
I'm missing every time.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Gotcha.
Second and 15. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll try the left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Oh, my God, I ain't made off.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Thank you.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Right. She puts what I was saying? She got some powers. I don't like playing this thing. We can't put this on just me and you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to swerve him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Just
Some
where
shit
you
like
want a
that.
first down run, call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From the 27, Prescott. It's complete to Diggs. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush Jimmy yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe start to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You master her,
After the
it's gonna be
incomplete
hard.
pass here now is 2nd
That's what I'm
and
trying to
10.
master her. I almost got Leroy.
Play action. Prescott.
Got her.
Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round.
Gotcha.
But I have to tell you, in this
case, like, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Let me get right.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek,
we'll take a break.
Don't reach for his does.
Now Prescott lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, my God.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean
he's ass, man.
With him running the team, that you could actually
ass.
maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Prescott. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. And he finds Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
They look like. And his cousin is the she on too.
To throw is Prescott. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Dak Prescott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they get a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.
That nigga's the first day and I lost him. Like, yes, I know I ain't supposed to lose that nigga.